Welcome to Learning Lockdown. I'm Mr. A.
I'm Mr. S.
And it's time for some PSHE. Now, if you remember from last week, PSHE stands for... That's wrong. Physical, social and health education. Now, at the moment, in the current situation we are all in, which is why we get to teach you lovely guys this way, means that people are very conscious about their health, not just physically, but also mentally. You see, it's a very difficult time when routine's taken away, when seeing our friends and family is taken away, when we've got to stay confined in certain places comes into place. It makes it really difficult for some of us.
I've really struggled with this at times. I've felt very down and very bored or fed up and even quite sad at times. I've really not been very cheerful. But a lot of people are feeling like that at the moment.
Yeah, and it's very important to know you are not alone in this. And in fact, it's extremely normal. I remember watching a film when I was younger called Muppets Treasure Island, where they sing a song called Cabin Fever. And cabin fever is basically when you've been isolated. For them, it was on a ship out at sea with nowhere else to go. But when you've been isolated in a certain place, maybe it's your house, for so long, you start to just feel a bit nervous, a bit paranoid, a bit delusional. And it really can get at you. And it's a real thing. Now, we want to share with you today a book. And the book is one that you probably thought you'd never need to read because it's entitled How Not to Go to School. And you're like, Mr. A, I always knew how not to go to school. I could pull the best sickies ever. I knew when it was the weekend, they were my favourite times. I knew exactly how not to go to school because I never got up on a Saturday. I knew when it was the holidays, I know how not to go to school. But right now, you're in a time where really it's not your choice not to go to school. And that can be some of the reasons, believe it or not, you're maybe feeling anxious or worried. So this book, it's a very short book, but it deals with some really great problems, such as what to do in this situation, even without your friends, and how do you interact with them? How do you interact with your parents or your grandparents or your aunties and uncle, whoever is looking after you, those adults who are there in your life at the moment? Another one is how to teach yourself better. Now you may say, well, I'm learning from you, Mr. A and Mr. S. We're not the best teachers. In fact, a lot of this is down to you and your mindset, and we are amazed with how well so many of you are working independently on your own to move your learning on. It's a great skill that you are developing. And also...
Yeah, there's also a brilliant part of the book which just tells you how to deal with and how to accept the different feelings that you've got. Now, this book is not telling you just be happy all the time. That'd be stupid. And if anyone ever says you need to just be happy all the time, it's not really telling the truth. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be anxious. You've just got to learn how to deal with them. If you've ever seen the brilliant film Inside Out, you will know that Riley, the main character, has a bunch of different feelings in her head and they all work together. And you actually learn from the film, without giving any spoilers, that the sadness is so important because it helps appreciate the happiness more. And this book has a brilliant chapter all about how you can deal with and manage those feelings, because we don't want those feelings to get on top of us and make us not want to work or get out of bed. That would be wrong, but it is okay to have those feelings. We just need to learn how to accept them and deal with them.
So that is your task, to go and have a look at that book and see maybe what you find helpful in there. And maybe that's what you can share with us today. There's no real task to write down or to perform or to take a photo of. But maybe you might want to send us an email like you did in IT the other week.
They were really good. I really enjoyed reading those emails. Some of you were very honest, and it was great to see some of the things you've been up to and how you've been dealing with the lockdown so far.
Yes, so maybe you can tell us there some of the things that you relate to in that book and some of the things that maybe you don't relate to but you know others have. Share us with us on the email and we'll make sure we write back to let you know that we've received that and that we have read and understood what you've shared with us. That is all. See you later. Okay.